Let's see here. Okay, it's working. Yeah. Okay. Sure. Okay. Here. One moment, one moment. Okay, you just okay, there we go. Ugh. Fucking Okay, there we go. Now I can do this. Yep, it worked. Um so before I even do any of this, uh what I'm going to be doing is just want you to explain how fucking my mouth. It's fucking. Oh yeah. Um. So I'm gonna have some theories that I made myself. I'm assuming that uh like the little like Twitter thing that happened with the fucking what do you call it? The like the grub that was supposed to be like fucking what are they called? It was the grub that was a Shaulathoi. I'm gonna as- assume that is like canon, and then also going to assume that the expansions for Half-Life 1 were canon as well. I know for some reason the Valve is like, no, no, well, opposing force, no, no. Okay, now to do this in one shot. Okay, first of all, the world gets created, or the universe gets created, and sorts, and then there are three. Uh, no, sorry, there are five different. What the fuck? Someone knocked at my door. What? Okay. So yeah. There are like the fucking elements of the universe that being electromagnetism. So we got the gravitational force. So I'm just gonna got the weak nuclear weak nuclear force. So here, and then the strong nuclear force. Also, vague magic. Um, so that now, yeah, now that we have this universe, a planet forms with like these weird thingies that's just they almost kind of look like giant slugs, I guess you could say. But this is anything but slugs. This is the most intelligent creature like in the entire galaxy. They are basically gods in their larva form, and they're also known as Sheulathoi. These all oh, hello. Uh, so yeah, these all were on a planet together. They had ama- like amazing powers. Like my head, my head cannot fucking my head cannot think right now. Shit. Yeah, amazing powers that fucking basically anything that you find confusing today, they already knew in like a nutshell. They almost treated information like currency. But there's one thing that made their brains just crumble. They didn't even know. That being teleportation. That just kills them. Now, the Shulathoi, as we see right here, is only in its grub state. Um, and when it hatches, it could turn into godlike creatures. Um, with some of them, with their godlike creatures, they made they made a group called the Combine, and in another group against that, I there is there is no name yet, but one of them is the most important one in the series. Um, after taking the appearance of a man, and you may know him, like like fucking always carrying this fucking suitcase and all, has a tie and stuff. Yep, okay, he's so the theory is uh, that G-Man is actually a fully hatched Shulathoi, and his goal is to go against fucking go against the Combine. I am dumb right now. He's trying to go against the Combine, but the thing is, Combine can overpower him alone, so he has to figure out ways to fight them. And that brings us to other planets it from the perspective of fucking of the Combine. There are other planets. For example, we have some creature good at like good underwater creature like this. Don't care. Snap off this top, make it into a flying make it into a flying gun thingy to attack. We got another similar creature underwater that was turned into basically a slave that carries shit around. There was a planet with lots of creatures that have 3 arms. I'm I'm talking ones like you know fucking Vortigaunts, and because they had arms right here, and also the antlion guards. We had the big brain guys, the ones that are just like fucking like that. You know what they're called. And here's a theory that I have that I'm not that I don't see anybody else saying, that the Nihilith, people say that it's not one of these guys. It attached a third arm artificially to control uh the Vortigaunts. But what I what I think is that it's a grown up version of this. Um, and it's just its entire species was wiped out by the Combine. It was the last to escape and bring tons of its kind all to Zen. That's why we don't see some types of aliens that the Combine have, but coincidentally, oh, would you look at that? Lots of them seem to have like 3 hands or stuff like that because they opened a portal to Zen where they were all safe, and then, but the thing is, he got harmed. He had to reattach his arm to take advantage of the Vortigots. Also, let me just. There we go. That's better. It's so stupid. Okay, now we have no, but in the Zen, there were already creatures living there before. Another theory of mine: the race X, as seen in Opposing Force, those creatures were already in Zen before they arrived, as you could see by their different color of blood. But they were outnumbered by the creatures that came to Zen. Now, let's fast forward to Earth. Okay? Alien goofy stuff. Now, it all starts with some man that really wants to sell a bunch of shower curtains. Didn't really do that well. So, what did he go to? Of course, sell moon rocks. And, well, that kind of worked because that he discovered with lots of his scientists that it is a great surface to conduct portals with. Although that's a bit later on. He was getting some government funding, but then Aperture had a new competitor, Black Mesa. It's so much bigger. Basically, this is Aperture. Just gonna abbreviate that, and then this is the funding for Black Mesa. It's there. A lot here. Very little there. Probably because of Cape Johnson, not doing stuff properly and the government just being the government not liking that. So now he is made stuff like the portal gun. He's made other discoveries. Tried to inject people with the fuck. Huh? Okay. Funny. Yeah, he's tried to inject people with mantis DNA, although that didn't work. Now, what he tries to do is make other chambers that were he tried to make other test chambers, but now he wants to put someone else in charge. Basically, he felt like he was dying, and wanted to put some woman in charge, just named Carolyn. I'm gonna just that's her. Yep, Carolyn. he had a fear that he was gonna be dead by the time that they can find a way to like put someone's consciousness in a body. So they put her into this thing right here, GLaDOS, and they thought that would do a great job at, running the whole place. And we'll see that later. Anyways, Black Mesa is doing a great job at, but it's kind of set up in a terrible way. That terrible way being that there's very little, like little to no communication whatsoever. Some part over here may know about Zen, while the other part is discovering this crystal. It's just like, I wonder where this leads to. Like, this area literally already had people exploring it. So, well, there was no communication, which caused something terrible to happen. Because remember this guy from earlier? He decided to bring this. This is a pure crystal from Zen. They tried using a they tried using a little thingamabob, like this, to take fucking, they tried to like get data from the actual crystal itself, but putting it in there was not the best thing. You see, now Zen is no really longer its own separate place. They can invade now. Uh, all creatures that were on Zen can now invade Earth. And at the same time, GLaDOS, gasses all the employees, leaving some test subjects to herself. Now, when this happened, Gordon somehow survived despite him being directly next to the place where the accident happened. Went and kept going throughout the whole facility trying to escape. Same thing was happening to a security guard named Barney. Actually, do it. Let's just draw Gordon right here. So yeah, so Gordon, and then we got Barney right here. It's quick drawings, I know. That's a helmet, not hair. Yeah, Barney's also trying to escape with this. Person who delivered this, and the person who delivered, or the people, uh, were fucking. Oh, why didn't I not look this up before? Okay, characters. Gina Cross and uh, call it green. So, oh, that's way too small. Then call it green's more of like a. There you go. They delivered this, and everybody immediately noticed something wrong. But those two, have a big goal. That is to get help. They go on an entire mission to contact the US military. That will help, right? No. Military does something stupid and decides just fucking, like to shoot everybody. So, you know, try, trying to shoot them so that, nobody outside has to know about what happened. Like, practice? What do you mean? Or no, Patris? So, yeah, while they're getting called over, there was a guy named uh fucking Adrian Shepard. I almost forgot that. I'm gonna. What the fuck is that? Uh, yeah, I'm just gonna. This is so terrible. You got baby drawing of him. He's important. He's important because he actually experiences a part of Zen that nobody else gets to. Unlike the other Zen creatures that came there before, the the species X characters were a much like more local invasion in one spot rather than like almost the entire world, which is around where he landed. It was unintentional for them to actually escape because it was the Nihilant's intention for them to invade, but for the other Zen, creatures to invade. And unlike the other, unlike the other soldiers, he ended up wanting to try to save the facility because their plan evolved instead of trying to kill everybody with guns. They decided to go like whole nuclear warhead, just casual. That this this is the shittiest nuclear warhead symbol ever. So now, yeah, so now once Gordon has gone to the end to fight, big baby man, like what's this? Let's just draw him. Yeah, there we go. Big baby man. Which is actually like kind of like the hive mind for the Vortigoths, basically. So yeah, when he's gone, Adrian decides to say, okay, do you want no no no, this is not what we're supposed to be doing. Disarm the bomb. These people are nice. G-Man, on the other plans, was like, nah. Like, so like, oh, why did I do that? And the countdown started again. He killed the rest of. No, he killed a gene worm, another creature from like another creature from like Zen, and then, or is it gene worm? Yeah, just probably. Anyways, but then was pulled out by G-Man right as this exploded. He did a good job. Now all of the now all of the race X, or yeah, the race X beings are completely gone because very little of them invaded only in a very small spot. But he actually accomplished he actually yeah, so not only did he kill those, but he ended up helping with, killing some of the people getting in his way. Only problem is him trying to, disarm the nuclear bomb, which he wants to go off. Doesn't matter, but now he's in permanent suspension. Whippy. This nuclear explosion catches the eye of these fellas right here, the Combine. They've captured all sorts of like aliens, and after seeing that nuclear explosion on a planet, they were intrigued. They came over, and here starts an entire new chapter of this game's like world, I guess. Because the Combine invaded Earth. It, like, pretend these are continents. Yeah, just whole fuck tons of ships going in there. In they literally the entirety of Earth surrendered in 7 hours, not 7 years, not months, days. No, 7 hours. That's how strong the Combine was. And then, just so they all won't get, killed, your former administrator, Dr. Breen, I'm just gonna draw him right here. Yeah, Dr. Breen, he just volunteered to be Earth's. I just drew her having a cock. Um, volunteered to be Earth's administrator. Whippy! So now, okay, I think I could wall off. I mean, this was closed. The whole chapter of this is now done. G-Man put Gordon in suspension as well before all this happened. These two died, most likely. We can't really say for sure. Barney did make it, but was not put in suspension. So yeah, now he is. He has the illusion of being in charge. Either people really in charge are the Combine themselves. He's just acting as kind of the role model for people, one that people hate, but they can't express that hate. Because what the Combine were really doing is slowly turning all the citizens into their own slaves. If they resist, they get turned into like husks. So they either get turned into like they either get turned into that, or they get turned into soldiers that look kind of cool. I think maybe I don't know. I draw them shitty. I just from memory. Either way, your life is basically stripped from you, and now and at this point, like even though, but even before, well, no, while humans were being conquered, I guess you could say, they started nitpicking at which one, like which of the fucking, God damn it, I can't even think. Which of the Zen creatures gets to stay? Specifically, which ones to weaponize? Um, so bull squid, it's a pretty good one, but it was too aggressive, hard to control. Nuh-uh. Head crab. Now, although it was aggressive, due to their size, they could breed these and weaponize them. So they were used to make other types of head crabs as well. Hound eyes. Just yeah, hound eyes. They were just way too aggressive. Can't have that. The ichthyosaur thingy. I'm just gonna draw it like that. Why did I draw it like that? Um. Oh, that is a mess up with the hand. So yeah, ichthyosaur. They wanted to keep this because when it's because this makes it so people are discouraged from exploring out in the ocean. So keep that. You can see kind of a point. Barnacles, on the other hand, I have a theory where they could not really get rid of them because they spread by spores. At least that's my theory. So the only way to really get rid of them is to scorch the entire earth, which beats the purpose. It would. And there's one species that you don't really see in you don't really see at all in the original Half-Life, but you do see in Half-Life 2. That being that being the antlions. My theory is that these were not in Zen, nor were they not on Earth, but they accidentally came with. It's kind of like how some creatures from other continents come to a different one, and now because they have no natural predators, they spread like wildfire. That's what's happening with the antlions. A grub somehow snuck over, it burrowed underground, or maybe a couple grubs, makes a whole system underground, just so infested with fucking antlions everywhere, except for the major cities, like say right here or right here or right here. Everywhere else, wasteland, and the waters out here drained. Coastlines were sent out like a long mile, not completely drained. There's still water, but remember they kept these things. Don't want to go out there. There's been multiple cities. Uh, and one we really want to focus on is City 17. That seems to be the most important city because that's where Breen has set up base. The other ones were just more places for holding. They switched around citizens all the time to make them not comfortable with each other. They put stuff in the water so that they forget and stuff like that. They want to gaslight people so that they are just confused at all times and don't build up rebellions. Speaking of rebellions, though, that doesn't matter because some people did form a rebellion. Some of those people being, ones that were at Black Mesa. For example, so we got. I don't know how to draw Eli good. Just wah, wah, wah. There we go, Eli. No, but like it just guys. No, that's the opposite of true. There we go. Is I don't really want to add. This is all black and white. I don't really want to add skin tints, but you get the idea. That's supposed to be Eli. And then we got nerd emoji over here. These two, part of the resistance, as well as Barney, who was never put in suspension by G-Man. So uh, Eli also had a daughter that became a very important figure in the rebellion. Well, that's for later on. So, yeah, lots of time has passed, and during that time, stuff happened at some stuff happened at Aperture. The one that was completely run over by a single robot. That was kind of surprising. This some random ass woman right here just names Chell somehow fucking killed her. Well, not entirely. Just they think she's dead, and then was just you know back to sleep with you. Yeah, come back later to you. So then it was time. At the beginning of Half-Life 2, we see G-Man say right man in the wrong place. My theory is that because G-Man does not want to directly interfere because, obviously he's not he a bunch of a whole entire group of guards, no, gods in practice is going to beat a hatched god. So, gods in training. So what he did was release Gordon at the exact perfect moment because of the butter. Because if you know the butterfly effect, if it's just a second later, completely different outcome. But he looked ahead in the future and knew this was the right time. Time for Combine's effect on Earth to completely go away. He joined up with the others, as well as with Al. Oh, I didn't even draw Alex, did I? This is so stupid. Why am I drawing it like that? Now, yeah, they all join up trying to test out teleportation. Remember that from earlier? How these guys right here, like physically or mentally, cannot understand that at all. Humans can, which is valuable to them. You know, huh? Because they gotta travel by like ship. Imagine that's a ship, but it would be more convenient if you could like teleport. They did that. They found a way to teleport without using without using Zen. So bye bye. Or no, bye bye. Yeah, there you go. Now, so yeah, we have Gordon released doing crazy shit. Like Combine realized what he was doing and decided to take some action. By that I mean they tried to kill him. Like even giving sex as an award. That's not a joke, by the way. They just word it funny. Uh, and so he fights back. That gets all the way to Black Mesa East, where these guys reside. But then some shit happens. Eli gets captured. Uh oh. Captured by the Combine. Turn. And then, Alex didn't really like that at all. It kind of was just kind of. He didn't do anything. But Gordon and Alex, after initially getting separated because he got stuck and had to go through Ravenholm, they eventually made their way towards what's this called this City 17, with this being the Citadel right here. Now they have to infiltrate the Citadel because Breen is up there. They hate Breen. Shit, like, oh wait, no, sorry. They gotta infiltrate a far away. They gotta infiltrate this fucking like little what used to be a jail, but is now like fucking torture house or something like that. Either way, they go there. It's super far away. They teleport away back to Kleiner's lab, where they fight their way over to the Citadel. They go up to the top right here. Breen's just like, yeah, no, nobody can fucking get me. And then Gordon's just like, uh, And at this moment, G-Man interferes. He takes Gordon and Alex out of the picture. He puts them both in suspension. But that was quickly interrupted by the Vortigaunts. So not only were they out of suspension, they were released. So that kind of made the Citadel an absolute wreck. Yeah, so Gordon's now just like down here on the ground suffering. Uh Alex finds him as well as Dog, which is a robot character I forgot to tell about. They go up in here because the Combine are trying to find the Combine are trying to blow this thing up with its huge reactor and also send some sort of information out into some portal, or yeah, keep that information or destroy it. I don't know. Either ways, they do not want the Resistance getting that information. But Alex kind of got the information, and she isn't able to see what it is just yet, but they will be able to. They prevented this from blowing up for like at least for a bit. Got away, and then once they were trying to get like super far away, fucking whole thing's just dead. But the thing is, that created a giant ass like portal in the sky. What does anything else? Yeah, it is. Now uh, this was dangerous because it kept sending portal waves, destroying fucking everything. And now, okay, and right now, all the Combine ships that were here are now stuck. No, none of the other ones can really come in. So yeah, now Gordon, Alex, they have to, you know, fucking they have to get away back to a lab where they could process that video and also fire a rocket so they can get rid of that thing. But she's kind of like dead now, so Gordon's on his own. Talks with one of the Vortigaunts. Fucking goes throughout this whole cave where they go through whole cave with tons of larvae of like ant lions, which if you stomp on them, they get mad, they attack, shit like that. They found the larvae extract to uh fucking heal Alex. Also, I mean, I guess you could, yeah, healed Alex. Uh, yeah. So Alex is now alive again. explain the entire Half-Life lore in one video, but it,
Oh, can I
like,
read your thing after you stream?
read the thing. Oh yeah, that. When? Oh yeah, and Eli's also not in prison. Forgot. I'm all out of whack. I keep forgetting there's some other things off the side. So yeah, they need to head over to a place called White Forest, which also includes Grumpy Bastard. I'm just gonna. Okay, no, that's just Trump's hair. Okay, yeah. So we got this new guy, Magnuson, who they have to go to, and yeah, so she's yeah, I forgot to mention him earlier. He was relevant, but now he's even more relevant because now they actually have to go to him to get that information, like, and see what the hell they are chasing after. Uh, so yeah, then they get some sick car, go on a car ride all the way to there when a bunch of striders, which might I add is this this thing. Um, yeah, a bunch of those were attacking the base for the actual missile. Eventually, Gordon defeats those fuckers. Boom. The missile is launched, and eventually, completely gone. So that now there is no base for the Combine. And also no portal storms wrecking everything. So, I hope nothing bad happens after that. Let's celebrate. Uh-oh, look at that. Eli's dead now. Because of these fuckers. These guys came over and literally stabbed him in the chest. And for a while, that's where it ended. This was not intended by G-Man. Like I said earlier, right man in the wrong place. Which is what he said. Basically, he's trying to say if you put someone here at a specific time, specific thing happens, specific outcome, but just a tiny bit of a difference, completely different outcome. Because okay, the way he had it set up was gonna be fine. Eli would have lived, which is what he wanted. But the thing is, these guys that was trying to they thought they were trying to help Alex by, removing her from the explosion. Um but they made it worse because now he can't do shit. Now they're in a situation where Eli's dead. This is not going to plan. Okay, sorry, but I gotta head out. Yeah, so he's completely gone and goes to a different reality. One where the tower is still being built. That's one wonky tower. Um, So yeah, the one where the it's still being made, shit like that. The Citadel, when where she's younger, Eli is undeaded, or rather, not deaded at all, and the goal is you, what he can't just go over to Alex in the reality where Eli died because Vortigaunt's there restraining him. Also, the fact that there was literally Shulathoi right there, which combine shit like that. It was too risky. What he could do is go to a parallel universe back in time and get Alex to get Alex to go on a mission to make her feel to make her actually grasp the situation, I guess you could say. Because if you just go up to her randomly in the past, say, "You're coming with me," that's not gonna work. Gotta make her work for it, and then eventually find after doing an entire mission trying to find Gordon trapped up in some fucking thing in the sky, which kind of just looks like a fucking Star Wars thingy. Once she goes there, she finds containment room, stuff like that, breaks it, breaks it open, and oh, would you look at that? It's just G-Man. He shows her what fate would happen. Her father dead. So then she agrees to help G-Man be put in suspension, uh, so that they could change that future or something like that. I don't know how gave her the power to change it. It's weird. I don't know how the fuck that worked without you know Vortigaunt's doing shit. But either way, you know, G-Man made her completely disappear. Now she's over here waiting in line. Sad. Now she's waiting over there, sad and shit. Eli's just like, Gordon, what the fuck just happened, man? It was, the guy. It was that guy right there. He did all this. We gotta like fucking kill him or something. And then that's where the Half Life segment of the series stops. We don't know what's happening next. I'm still confident that there's going to be a Half Life 3 after that ending to Half Life Alex. Anyways, after a while, fucking good as new, you know, wakes up, ignore what looks like a beard, wakes up, shit like that. GLaDOS still appears to be down, meets some stupid ass bot called Wheatley, which I'll just draw right here because he's stupid, man. I think, yeah, yeah. Meets Wheatley, then revives GLaDOS, tries to escape with Wheatley. Now Wheatley is on GLaDOS's head, is now in charge of the facility, which turns out is actually designed to be the worst person on, or no, the worst thing on Earth. So that was the worst thing Shell could have ever done on Earth. Instead of having Wheatley by her side, now she has a potato with GLaDOS in it. Then they go back to. Then they go back to fight this little bitch ass GLaDOS. GLaDOS is like returned again. You know, fucking Wheatley is 100% gone out into space. They don't, and then GLaDOS doesn't need her anymore. So instead, just needs uh, these two robots called Atlas and Peabody. Um, and yeah, these two can get the job done. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Sorry. Just. Do you not know I was fucking streaming? And then yeah, now uh, use these two to actually get a ton of human test subjects. Motherfucker. Okay. To get a bunch of human test subjects for GLaDOS, and that's pretty much all we know. Seriously, that's it. One confusing ass story goes from jelly beans hatching to gods, that, and then those jelly beans take over aliens, which go to a different place. Well, some of them go to a different reality. Um, some man makes Aperture, which is not as successful as Black Mesa. They made an oopsie. The military got involved. They blew up the place. Combine noticed, took took over the Earth with a Breen acting as if he's in charge. Now Alex and Gordon go around trying to defeat the Combine and eventually go up to kill Breen. Uh, Vortigons take them away. They go back inside to prevent this from blowing up and take data. They go away. They go away to try to see what that data is, and also blow up the Citadel so it doesn't keep making portal storms. They were successful. Eli dies. This was not ideal for G-Man. He goes back in time, intentionally gets himself captured so that Alex would go and try to rescue what he thought was Gordon. Turns out it's just G-Man. He that now she's hired, and then Aperture had a little hiccup. That's pretty much the whole lore. Bunch of aliens fighting and humans being both smart and stupid. That's probably the best way to, you know, summarize it. So, yeah. Uh, C, I guess.